Well, the fallout from this invasion is certainly being felt in the nation's capital. Our chief political correspondent, David Brody, is joining us now from Washington. David, what do you hear from the people who are talking about this, the evangelicals particularly?
Well, Pat, there are a couple things going on. First of all, one conservative evangelical leader close to the White House just telling me this morning that this is a crisis of biblical proportions. He talks about Russia, Iran, Syria, the conflicts that we have now going on in a very unstable part of the world in the Middle East. You put it all together, and there's a lot of concern. And that has been pretty much the solid concern among evangelical leaders throughout all of my discussions. Now, having said that, you have the evangelicals, so to speak, that 81% that voted for Trump in 2016. They seem to still be with him. Are they happy with what's going on right now in Syria? No. But they're also willing, it seems, not just anecdotally, but also on Twitter and some other social media outlets that I have been on and talking to them, they seem willing to give this president the benefit of the doubt for now. Here's the problem. A PR disaster is potentially in the making, and a visual one. And you know Donald Trump doesn't like bad visuals. And we could be getting bad visuals already, obviously, coming out of that northeastern part of Syria. And that's not good for this president.
I talked to Senator Graham, and he wants to be on this show. He was with me yesterday. We talked at length. He is really exercised because he has been there with the Kurds. He's been to Erbil. He's been to the Kirkuk oil fields. He knows exactly what's going on. And he is very vocal against the president in this move.
That's right. As a matter of fact, he even came out yesterday and said this move puts the nation America, at risk, and also puts this presidency at risk. I mean, that's how bad this move could be. Now, Lindsey Graham, along with a Democrat, Chris Van Hollen, in the Senate, are working on a sanctions bill. They introduced it. We'll see how that goes. A source on the Hill just talking to me this morning and basically saying that they're not quite sure how quickly that sanctions bill against Turkey will go in terms of it has to get through the Senate, of course, the House. And then the thought is, like conventional wisdom, is that the president would not sign a sanctions bill against Turkey right now, that he would veto it. But this source, very close to Lindsey Graham's office, I can tell you this, says, wait a minute, the president actually could sign that sanctions bill. That is not off the table. So this could get a bit more complicated as we move forward.
Thank you, David, very much. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you a verse of the Bible that I think is very important in this regard. I think the president has made a major mistake. Now, here's what Ecclesiastes says, and I quote, "As dead flies give perfume a bad smell, so a little folly outweighs wisdom and honor." Now, the president is enjoying record support among evangelicals, and this thing, as dead flies give perfume a bad smell, so a little folly outweighs wisdom and honor. I hope our dear president will take that verse to heart, because this thing is unfolding into a major humanitarian tragedy and a major black eye for the United States of America in the Middle East and throughout the world.